Eclipsis is best described as a team-based RTS shooter on Roblox. The gameplay can be separated into three big components: resource management, construction, and PvP combat. There is one resource in Eclipsis, called Iridium. There are three places to get Iridium from: the ocean beneath the map, the crystals that spawn scattered throughout the map, and the air itself. For the first two, you are able to gather Iridium manually. Manually gathering Iridium is usually only done either early in game or when you are in combat and need an emergency boost. There are numerous machines for automating Iridium collection, which will be covered in their own video. Once you have a steady and sizable supply of Iridium, you will want to construct a network of defenses and utilities. Some of these are to protect yourself from others, some are to give you the ability to build quicker, some allow you to get around the map easier, and others are tools to kill other people with. There will be videos covering all of these things in detail. When it comes to PvP, Eclipsis is centered entirely around guns and bombs. If you aren't attacking someone directly, you might be sabotaging their Iridium infrastructure, or even sinking their entire island, almost certainly killing them in all of their constructions. Weapons will be covered in greater detail in their own video, but they can be separated into three groups: low damage, high DPS guns, high damage, low DPS guns, and explosives. All three of these toolsets are powered by Iridium. There are four final aspects of the game to mention. 1. The entire map is destructible. 2. The player character has a list of upgrades that cost large sums of one-time Iridium purchases and expire on death. 3. Every time you die, you require a spawn point with access to sufficient Iridium to respawn. If you do not have this, and if you have no spawn points being filled, and no living teammates, you are effectively out of the game. 4. The ocean beneath the map is lethal, and will damage you more the closer you are to it. Every match of Eclipsis starts out in the lobby, where people join and select one of 6 capsules lined along the wall. If multiple people enter a space capsule before closing the door behind them, then they will both be assigned to the same team. Be careful who you allow on your team, as a detrimental teammate can effectively destroy your infrastructure before it's even built. If you do not want to play multiplayer, for whatever reason, then there is a teleport to a single-player practice game at one end of the room. Once at least 2 teams are pending, a countdown commences, and then all occupied capsules are launched, and the players within are sent to their own server. If you leave or disconnect from the server before the end of the match, you will be able to rejoin the game on your original team, provided you join the lobby before your game has ended. Once the map is generated, all teams will spawn on their own tiny island surrounding a massive mainland island. There will be a video detailing the facets of Eclipsis' map generation. At this point, the teams can do whatever they like to kill the other players. Do not expect to be given time to build yourself up, as anyone might just immediately acquire guns and rush to kill people who haven't prepared for them. The game is over when all teams, save for one, are dead, and when none of the dead teams have access to a functional spawn point. As of the time of this recording, there is no victory GUI, so you only know your enemies are all dead when the game automatically disables your GUI. At this point in the video, I will be talking about my personal thoughts of the game. I discovered Eclipsis in early 2018. From what I've gathered, the main force behind the development of Eclipsis is David II, creator of the cult classic game on Roblox, Survival 303. There are 2 things I can say about him. 1, he does great work, and 2, he doesn't update frequently. For understandable reasons, his updates seem to come in bursts, spread out months apart, and followed by bug fixes. Eclipsis is, as of now, still an in-development game, not able to be called a complete product. That being said, it's very enjoyable and addictive. I've spent days at a time just going match after match, having all sorts of adventures. It's free to play on Roblox, and the only things you can purchase are aesthetic modifications, such as changing the color or name of your team. Roblox is full of garbage games and cringy cancer, but Eclipsis stands far above that pit. If it were a standalone game on Steam, I would even drop $5 or $10 on it. And it's not even done yet. I can't recommend it enough. Eclipsis generally has around 100 people playing it throughout the day, so I'm rarely ever unable to find a match. Even so, I'd love for Eclipsis to develop an active community that might last for years, and that's why I'm making these videos. I want to spread awareness of Eclipsis. I want the viewer to know that I was not in any way contacted by the developers of Eclipsis to make these videos, and I have not been paid by anybody. I am making these videos about Eclipsis because I genuinely enjoyed my time with it, and I fully intend on remaking these videos when the game has its final updates released. You can find a link to Eclipsis in the description. It is a Roblox game, so you will strongly benefit from having a Roblox account, which is free and easy to make. Thank you for your time, and I hope you'll give Eclipsis a look. This is profGRob, and I'll see you next time.